Drop him, drop him. One hook and I'll rock him. One more and I'll stop him. Call the fighter, I'll lock him. Up him, up him. If he reach, then I'll pop him. Street sweeper, I'll wash him. Homicide, come and chalk him. Drop him, drop him. One hook and I'll rock him. One more and I'll stop him. Call the fighter, I'll lock him. Up him, up him.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is the fight between Gary Russell and what's that dude's name? Bartholomew or whatever. Yeah, was this a bad Limbotomy? No, so I'm joking. We're just playing with the names. Much respect to my Cuban brother.
My Cuban brother,
I think it's Bartholomew. But we're gonna discuss whether or not this was a bad stoppage. Let's take a look, and then we're gonna dive in and break this down. All right, here it is. Let's take a look.
In the last round, but you know what's?
And so you see, boom, nice right hook from Gary Russell. You see he's on his feet. Russ says, "Come to me." Comes to him. Russ cleaning the gloves, looks at him, and just waves it off. And instantly he's met with disapproval and some words. And you see, what's that? Bartholomew, I think that's his name. So, Trill Dollar Bill, what was your reaction to the stoppage?
I thought when I first seen it, you know who popped in my head? Kenny Porter. Kenny Porter popped in my head. I said the ref wanted to show him who's boss. Shout out to Kenny, man. I'm just clowning. But once again, R.I.P. to Gary Russell Sr., man. The ref had over 12 years in the game with over 240-something fights, so I'm not going to say he doesn't know what he's doing. I just think maybe he didn't understand his body language. He was disappointed by being knocked down, and maybe he thought that he was really hurt from why Bob Murdaugh was walking around and how he was acting. You know, he did shake his head to his corner man to let him know he ain't hurt. He was more disappointed that he went down from that shot. And I think maybe the ref reacted to his body language a little different with him rolling his eyes, being upset. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like the fans were robbed of a good fight and a spectacular finish. Like his trainer was saying, maybe because it was in New York and the ref was thinking about protecting the fighter. I don't know if this was the best stoppage, but I guess the ref was thinking better safe than sorry, you know, especially, you know, with things that happened in New York in the past. And it was just recently that a fighter, 2-0, just died recently, about a week and a half ago. So, you know, there's a lot going on in boxing, and you want to protect these fighters. I just think that this was a bad call. I think he read Ranch's body language the wrong way. You know, I think it was disappointing, and he think that disappointment was hurt. Him walking around and out of frustration, shaking his head. That was embarrassment and disappointment that he went down from that shot. They should do it again and give this man another chance. But I do think he did, like his trainer was saying, they robbed the fans last night.
TBE.
Yes, I think it was a bad.
I want to say this: when the ref waved it off, Bartholomew, he stumbled backwards a little bit. Like if you watch it a second time or third or whatever, you'll see he was a little his equilibrium wasn't all there. So I don't know what the ref saw, but I'm not gonna say it was bad. But you could have let that guy go a little longer and give us the knockout we wanted to see. But you know, I saw Bartholomew wasn't all there. I'm just gonna say he wasn't all there when I saw him stumble a little. Like he leaned. It was like a drunken lean. He gave us. So, the ref gave the right call, but it was just you know, if he's able to walk and get back in there, let that man go out on his back or his face. You know.
Listen, man. I don't think that. I'll put it to you like this. I always give people the benefit of the doubt. I wasn't in the position. I wasn't as close to the action as the referee. I wasn't looking in Bartholomew's eyes like the referee. However, based on what I did see, it appeared to be a bad stoppage to me. He got up. His legs weren't wobbly. He seemed coherent. He seemed like he wanted to fight. It looked like he followed instructions. I would like to know what it was that the referee saw that led him to believe that he needed to stop the fight. There are a number of things that can take place, and sometimes fighters act like they want to go back out there. I've seen fighters do the same exact thing that Bartholomew did, and then as soon as the ref lets them out there, they fall down from the first punch that gets landed again. So I don't know what he saw, but I feel like if we're talking about did Bartholomew deserve to go back out there and try to get out of the round, I think he did. I think he did all the right things. And I don't think it's up to the ref to determine whether or not it's really in his heart to go back out there. And even if, like I said, we're looking at indications or we're looking for little signals that show that Bartholomew wanted out of the fight, I didn't see any. It looked like he wanted to continue. When the ref called it off, he was upset. You know, sometimes people fake being upset. Sometimes people don't fake being upset. Sometimes fighters just really be like, whew, thank God. Because, you know, I didn't want to be the one to stop this fight. I didn't get the sense that that's what Bartholomew wanted. But with that being said, Trill pointed out there have been deaths in the ring. It was a one-punch knockdown. Perhaps the ref mistakenly thought that it did more damage than it actually did based on the way he went down and the way he reacted. There could be a number of things. I know some people are feeling like, hey, Gary Russell had a knockout streak. He's won every fight by knockout, and they were just looking for an opportunity to stop that fight. I think, what is he, 16-0, 16 knockouts now?
Hey,
17-0, 17
Little
knockouts.
Gary said the outcome would have been the same. You know what I'm saying? He had tunnel vision for his pops.
Yeah, them Russell boys, man, they're interesting characters. But you know, I respect them. Outcome probably would have been the same, but you have to let the fighters determine that. And that's the one thing I will agree with Bartholomew's trainer. You robbed the fighters of the opportunity of determining the outcome by stopping it when the referee did, because either Gary's gonna finish him or Bartholomew's gonna make it out that round and make it an interesting fight. But you need to let the fighters determine that. And I don't think that Bartholomew was hurt enough or that he failed to comply with instructions or his body language suggested that he was looking for an out. He seemed like he wanted to continue. But this is boxing. And if you don't want to lose a fight, they say win by knockout. Because once you put it in the judge's hands, right, anything can happen. Same goes to, you know, the action in the ring. When you get knocked down, you put it in the referee's hand. When you get up, the things you do. Now, I'm being honest. I don't know if there was anything in the world that Bartholomew could have done to prevent that ref from stopping the fight, because it certainly doesn't look like it.
Nah, that's not a thing. Even the ref knew that he dropped the ball. He was over there sweating bullets.
I know, I saw that. He was sweating.
The fight was over for 20 minutes already. He was over there just sweating bullets. He knew he could drop the ball.
Wipe himself.
I know. The commission was like, here, don't say a word to nobody. We're gonna take care.
I know they told him don't do no interviews, guys.
We got to come up with an excuse why you done dropped the bet.
You know, but he's human. And when we talk about this, the human element and human error, and I think that this would be an acceptable excuse. He mistakenly read the body language of Bartholomew, and he thought he was saving him from hurting himself. He thought he was, and that's, to me, that would be acceptable. You want to err on the side of caution, but to me, what's unacceptable is to just like act like we didn't just see a bad stoppage, you know. And I don't think that referee is necessarily a bad ref. I've seen him in referee other fights, but that was a bad stoppage. But you should explain why. I thought he was hurt. I looked in his eyes because you see him look. I looked in his eyes. They look glossy. You know, they look, bloodshot, glossy. They look like they look, dilated, whatever it is in the moment. And I misread it, and I thought that I was doing the right thing for the fighter. And, I apologize that, it probably wasn't the right decision in the moment, and I'll be better. But, at the end of the day, man, I if we're being honest, I think that Bartholomew was going to get knocked out anyway. It was just, he saved them from getting more punishment. But I think he was going to get knocked out anyway. So
note to all boxers: if you get dropped, don't do the long eye closed thing that the TBE do it sometimes too. When he closes his eyes for a little long, don't do that because the fighter's going to think you out. That's what it is. So when you're in the corner and you get dropped, don't close your eyes for too long because the ref might think you're trying to get your bearings together. Let us know how you feel.
Wait, one quick thing too, Shrill. I noticed I didn't see the referee, and it could be because there was a language difference, but still, you want to continue. Do you want to keep fighting? He didn't ask him that.
Exactly.
You ever know, I see like Jack Reese, and they'll be like, "Yo, do you want to continue? Do you want to keep fighting?" They'll be like, "Yes, I want to keep fighting." He didn't even ask him nothing. He just stopped it.
Probably panicked in there. That's why he was
sweating bullets.
Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. We are the Boxing Bros.